All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on a powerful strategy the truly wealthy use, not just to get rich, but to stay that way. This is the Stealth Wealth Manifesto. It all kicks off with a kind of a strange question. Have you ever noticed that some of the wealthiest people out there often look the most, ordinary? It's this weird paradox that just completely flies in the face of everything we see on social media. And here's the key. This isn't an accident. It's not some weird personality quirk. No, it is a conscious, calculated strategy, and it's designed for one single purpose: to build and preserve real, lasting wealth. So this brings us to our first section, the wealth paradox. We're going to really challenge that flashy image of what it means to be rich that you probably have in your head right now. Okay, this comparison just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you have the fantasy that's been fed to us by media, all about loud designer logos, the absolute newest cars, heavy watches. It's all about signaling. But the reality for so many people who are genuinely wealthy, it's the complete opposite. It's understated, it's practical, and it's intentionally, kind of anonymous. So why the huge difference? Well, it leads us directly to the core of the problem, the cost of status. And let me tell you, the price you pay for simply looking rich is incredibly high. You see, this whole culture of status spending is a trap. It creates this really dangerous cycle where your income goes directly towards buying things to impress other people, which leaves you with, you guessed it, nothing left to actually build the wealth you're trying to project in the first place. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Just let that sink in for a second. The fastest way to lose wealth is to look wealthy. I know, it's completely counterintuitive, but it's the fundamental truth that separates the people who stay rich from those who just look the part for a little while. So, how do we break this cycle? How do we get out of that trap? Well, it starts with the very first clue to identifying real wealth, what we're calling the financial uniform. So what exactly is a financial uniform? It's a strategic decision. It's choosing clothes that are functional and high quality but don't scream for attention. Psychologically, this does two brilliant things. First, it gets rid of decision fatigue, so you can focus your brain power on what actually matters. And second, it signals this deep confidence that just doesn't need any external validation. And the principles are really simple, but they're incredibly powerful. It's all about function, not flash. It's choosing quality that lasts over some trendy logo that's gonna fade. It's a quiet confidence that doesn't need a brand name to feel good. This uniform, it almost becomes like armor against the pressures of our consumer culture. But look, it's not just about the clothes. The second, and maybe more important piece of the puzzle is what's happening with all the money you're not spending on status. So welcome to wealth's boring secret, the money engine. See, while spending money to show off is a loud public activity, real wealth accumulation is almost always a quiet, private, and let's be honest, a pretty boring process. It's not about finding the next hot stock, it's about discipline and consistency, day in and day out. And the contrast in strategy here is just stark. The status spender, they're chasing speculative, high-risk bets, hoping for a quick win. It's basically a gamble, and it's fueled by the need for social validation. The stealth wealth practitioner, on the other hand, is playing a completely different game, a much longer one. They put their money into those boring but super reliable workhorses, like index funds. The focus isn't on impressing people tomorrow. It's on the relentless, compounding power of long-term growth. And the goal? Unshakable financial security. So, when you put the uniform on the outside and the money engine on the inside together, you get something that's way bigger than just a set of tactics. You get the stealth wealth mindset. It's a complete philosophy for living. This mindset really rests on three pillars. First, you have to redefine what rich even means. It's not about what you own, it's about owning your time. Second, you prioritize your own financial security way above anyone else's opinion of you. And third, you actively learn to embrace simplicity, finding real value in experiences over just stuff. So the crucial point is this. It all boils down to a single choice, one that you have to make over and over again. Are you choosing financial freedom, or are you choosing social validation? Because let's be real, you can't really have both. And there it is, the secret is out. Stealth wealth isn't about hiding your money under a mattress. It's a strategic choice to prioritize building wealth over performing it. And it turns out that looking poor might just be the smartest way to get rich and, way more importantly, stay rich. And that leaves us with one final, very personal question for you to think about. I want you to take a hard look at your own life, at your own spending, and ask yourself, is your money buying you things, or is it buying you freedom?